November 5th, the Eternals movie drops. It's the latest MCU. Well, not the latest, but it'll be the latest in November. Haha. What is an Eternal, you might ask? Well, stick around and I will educate you. This is Be Real with D Real. What up, y'all? It's your man D Real, the Black Panther stalking the urban jungle, and Vibranium Adidas bringing you another Be Real with D Real. What's up, y'all? Like I said in the intro, the Eternals is dropping in November, and I think it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a huge game changer. The Eternals is going to be one of those type of movies like the first Avengers movie or the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's going to take you totally by storm. I will try to cram as much stuff as I can in here about the Eternals to give you your advanced up-to-dateness about the projects. The Eternals was a comic book that came out in 1976, published by Marvel Comics. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. To give you some history, Stan Lee had left. I'm sorry, not Stan Lee. Jack Kirby had left Marvel and went over to DC and started his fourth world, with Apocalypse and the New Gods and all of that. But after enough begging, we finally got him back over at Marvel. He also did a Black Panther series. But he came back and he did the Eternals. The Eternals are a race of extremely long-lived beings, almost godlike in ability and longevity. As a matter of fact, we can't mention the Eternals without mentioning the Celestials. Because in comic book continuity, the Celestials are responsible for genetically producing entire races. It is said that the Celestials are responsible for the creation of the Kree, that the Celestials are responsible for the creation of the Skrulls, and the Celestials are responsible for the 3 major races that occupy the Earth. Oh, more education. The Celestials created the Eternals and their enemies, the Deviants, and of course, the human race. I don't know what kind of religious or spiritual ramifications that's going to have towards, Christian folk and things of that nature. I don't know. But all I have to say is, yo, lighten up. It's a movie, y'all. You can believe what you want to believe. Anywho, Eternals are so long-lived. They've been around, close to 1 million, I want to say, years. So yeah, extremely long-lived. In fact, the Eternals cannot die. There have been instances where their atoms have been completely dispersed and they have lived. They have varying strength levels, but they all share 2 qualities in common. Number 1, they all seem to have the ability to manipulate cosmic energy to some degree for certain effects, to give them certain abilities, certain powers. They also have the power of flight. I have yet to meet an Eternal or see an Eternal who cannot fly. But they also have the ability through meditation and practice to use that cosmic energy to perform different types of stunts. And what I mean by that is, for instance, Cersei, who is played by Gemma Chan, is an adept at rearranging molecules. So Cersei, spelled Sersi, has often been mistaken for the goddess Circe, Circe, who turned Odysseus's sailors into different kinds of animals. So throughout history and all throughout different mythos, the Eternals have been around and have done mythological things, Herculean labors, and have often been mistaken for different gods and different heroes. Zurus, the leader of the Eternals, but I guess he's not the leader in the movie, has been mistaken for Zeus. Athena, his daughter, has often been mistaken for the goddess Athena. Makari has often been mistaken for Mercury because Makari utilizes his abilities. Well, Makari is a she in the movie. She utilizes her abilities to perform super speed stunts, move very rapidly, on and on and on, that sort of a thing. Now, the deviants, on the other hand, are these repugnant looking creatures. They're designed to be the bad guys. They look scary, they look mean, they look evil, and therefore they are. Their leader, Crow, not crow like a bird, but KRO, has a visage similar to the devil. I mean, he looks like the devil. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play that angle up and make him look like a bad guy. Later on in the comics, though, Athena and Crow end up getting into a little relationship, and you know, I ain't gonna speak on that one. I'm gonna just stick to the facts. Okay. How the Eternals figures into the MCU. Okay, well, let me throw this at you. The Eternals have been around so long that some of them have left the Earth and migrated to other worlds. There is a colony of Eternals on the planet Uranus. Don't laugh, D-Real. Don't laugh. There is a colony of Eternals, or there was a colony of Eternals on the planet Titan. And through the magic of the reality gem, we got to see what Titan looked like when there was Eternals living there in Avengers Infinity War, when Thanos was confronted with the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy on Titan. And what a lot of people don't know, Thanos is a Titan. Thanos is an Eternal. A lot of people didn't know that. Well, how would you know? Nobody ever told you. Yes, Thanos is the son of Alars, which was said in the Infinity War movie. Alars is another name for Mentor, who is the leader of the Eternals of Titan. I don't know where the Eternals of Titan are right now. Did they migrate? Did they die off? I don't know. But one thing I know, Thanos is an Eternal. That would explain why Thanos is so powerful, even without his strength being augmented by an Infinity Stone. The Hulk getting washed, anyone? Yeah, I know. I'm still tripping on that one. But anyways, the Eternals are basically these cosmic beings who get into these adventures because they've been separated for thousands and thousands of years. I don't know what the continuity is of why they have been separated for thousands and thousands of years, but they had their memories wiped. It varies. It could have been done by the Eternal Sprite, who is a little kid, an eternal million-year-old little kid. I can't imagine how I would feel if I were a kid for a million years. That would seem a bit strange, don't you think? Anywho, yeah, Sprite's in the movie. We've also got Phastos, who is the equivalent of Hephaestus, who was the forge who made weapons and things for the gods. We will also see, of course, Icarus. Why wouldn't we see Icarus? Icarus is kind of like the de facto leader of the Eternals. Well, I wouldn't say he's the leader, but he seems to always be the most visible. And one of the most powerful Eternals. So it will be interesting to see how they play out the role or the position of Icarus in the Eternals. Also, we will have Ajax, who is a leader of a group of Eternals on Earth. But he also has been gender bent, and his role will now be played by Salma Hayek. Whom I must say is a vast improvement over any man you might want to play the role. Let me shut up. Anyway, like I said, the Eternals drops first week in November. If you have not heard anything about it and who's playing in it, also before I forget, Kit Harington, Jon Snow, is going to be playing Dane Whitman, aka the Black Knight. A lot of ramifications for Avengers showing up. Kit Harington as the Black Knight. We know the Black Knight eventually becomes a member of the Avengers. How is that going to play out with the new Captain America? Will Captain America, aka Sam Wilson, form a new group of Avengers and include Dane Whitman, or will he come along later, or will Dane Whitman reform the Avengers? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. The Eternals movie is directed by Chloe Zhao. Yes, Chloe Zhao, that Chloe Zhao who just won an Academy Award. Yay, congratulations to you. I still don't think you should have won over Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but you know what they say about opinions. So, one of the things I am most excited to see about the Eternals is the formation of the Uni-Mind. The Uni-Mind is a process in where the Eternals all come together and concentrate, and they become this big, giant brain head thing. Yeah, this big giant brain head thing. And it's possessed of vast cosmic power. And I think it's kind of like when we really need to, or when we really have to, they form the Unimind. Unimind. Unimind? Unimind. You and I, unicycle. Unimind. There we go. What are you, as a fan, most excited to see in the Eternals movie? What are you, as a non-fan, most excited to see in the Eternals movie? Drop it in the comments. As always, like, comment, and subscribe on the page. I need the likes, I need the comments, I need the subscriptions so that I can keep bringing you funky, dope content that you will always, always enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, you'll like it a little bit. You'll never hate it. Just keep saying that in your head. You'll never hate it. This has been Be Real with D-Real. I'll be back with another one. And until then, y'all be good to each other.